This is the C&D channel. I'm Chris, and this is MMA for you. I'm just going to do my prediction for the main card of Bellator 39, and featuring the main event of Eddie Alvarez versus Pat Curran for the Bellator lightweight title. But before we get into this, I'd like to thank our sponsors, GoBusiness123.com and DeMarca Sunglasses of Laguna Beach. Yep. So support your local mom and pop shops, and yeah. So yeah, let's get right to it. First fight of the night is Killer B Ben Saunders versus Matt Lee. I will not go against Ben Saunders in most fights, so I just gotta go with Ben Saunders. Hopefully he'll get his tie clinch going on. His wrestling still needs work. That was pretty much why he got out of the UFC. Just he could not handle the wrestling. I know he lost to guys like Hallman, Fitch, of course. Hopefully he'll get that better. He has long limbs, so he has really good reach. He's really good with that tie clinch. So see if he can pull off something really cool in this fight. Okay, next fight after that is the Thoroughbred Jay Haran versus Brent Weidman. I'm gonna have to go with Haran based on experience here. Weidman's a really good prospect though. I like this fight. You know, he beat Hornbuckle, and that's a really big win. But I think stylistically, Haran is just such a tough fight for anyone. You know, good wrestler. He can sprawl and brawl pretty well, actually. Weidman's, you know, he's really good. You know, he has good jiu-jitsu. I think his stand-up's probably lacking a little, just from what I saw from the Hornbuckle fight. It's not terrible or anything. You know, I'm not going to say it's like terrible stand-up or anything, but I just think Haran's better than him there too. I can't see Haran get taken down, but I can see Haran take down Weidman. So yeah, and that's a part of the welterweight tournament. The next fight after that is Lyman, the Cyborg Good, former Bellator welterweight champion, versus Rick Hahn. Also, this is part of the welterweight tournament. A good fight here. Hahn is in his last fight. He went up against Judo Jim Wallhead. You know, mainly stand-up battle. Didn't get to use his judo too much. When he does, he can be pretty crazy. But I gotta go good here. Durable guy, you know. I mean, yeah, he couldn't defend a takedown to Ben Askren or anything like that. Oh, he tried, but Ben Askren's just so crazy that he can create takedowns out of chaos. But I don't think that's gonna happen here. I think good. You know, he has pretty good defensive wrestling. Good defensive wrestling. Stand-up's not bad. You know, he's pretty well-rounded. I just got to go with good here. He's fought tougher competition than Hahn as well. But Hahn could take it just as easily. You know, I think Hahn's kind of small for the weight class, and good is he's pretty huge for that weight class actually. So you got to go with Lyman Good to win this one. Okay, and the main event of the evening is champion Eddie Alvarez versus Pat Curran. Curran's a really interesting prospect. I think he's really good. You know, he fought Huerta, did really well against him. I don't think he won the Toby Amata fight, to be perfectly honest with you. But I don't think he'll have much against Eddie Alvarez. Eddie Alvarez is really good wrestling, good submission. He just added some leg kicks to his arsenal. His boxing's really good. He does get hit pretty easily, and that's his weakness. Against Huerta, he was dropped despite just clubbing him in that first round. But I don't think that Curran offers anything that Alvarez hasn't seen, and I just think Alvarez is just the overall better fighter here, both in the stand-up and the wrestling. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I kind of hope that Eddie Alvarez gets in the UFC. I think he's that good. Actually, Pat Curran's really good too. A lot of these guys in Bellator, they're prospects. They're probably like UFC level prospects, to be perfectly honest. So I'd like to see, you know, Pat Curran there one of these days. But Eddie Alvarez, I mean, there's not enough, especially with the UFC acquisition of Zuffa acquisition of Strikeforce. Who's he gonna fight? You know, that he hasn't fought outside the UFC. And so yeah, got to go with Alvarez to win. Don't know if he'll get a stoppage. He could. He can. You know, I mean, he's got. You know, in his last couple fights against Nier, Huerta, and whatnot, he's got stoppages. He's more than capable. That's for sure. But Curran seems kind of pretty durable, so I'll go by decision. So yeah, that's it for my Bellator 39 predictions. Thank you for watching MMA for You. I'd like to thank our sponsors, GoBusiness123.com and DeMarco Sunglasses. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.